Welcome back. Next, from the Bayview Hunters Point Center for Arts and Technology, better known as BAYCAT, we are joined by the president and CEO, Billy Wong. Right now, though, we're going to take a look at one of your videos. It's called a My Moment video, so we'll take a look at that.
This is my moment. This is my time now. I'm trying to be proud, gotta put my swag up. Let all that pain out, let the joy in. Gotta be ready, cause this is my moment. So I'm going in. This is my moment, so I'm going in. My moment had to be the first time we did a music video, and it came out really good, and we got like a lot of really good feedback on it. That really pushed all of us to want to go to that next level. It really gave everybody a lot of inspiration. You don't just try to just do it just because you feel like you have to. Do it because you know that you want to. It's something that you want to do. Turn my moment into our movement.
Cause this is my moment. Cause this is my moment.
Oh, that was nice. Tell me a little bit about My Moment and the kids that are in the video that we just saw.
Well, you just saw Mark. He's 14 years old, and actually when he started at BAYCAT, so at BAYCAT we educate, empower, and employ young people, especially coming from underserved communities, in the digital media arts. So he signed up for music production, along with Gitu and Teak, who are the other two. And they, you know, we talk to them about every year we need to talk about BAYCAT and how do you want to spread the word. And since they were working on a TV show too, and the theme was on legacy, he's like, you know what? This is a kind of legacy that I want to leave behind. I want other kids to be able to be at BAYCAT. So they thought about it, they brainstormed, and they said, you know what, when was it that the light bulb went off? When is it that my life changed at BAYCAT? And the three of them happened to work on a music video over the summer. And that was a really transformative moment for them. So they came up with the My Moment idea, they came up with the jingle, and then we helped them record it. So we did all the behind the scenes recording. And then they came up with the idea too, like, well, how do we get this out there? And since they're all social networkers, they're like, well, what if we sell ringtones? What if we could put it on Facebook? What if we can put it on Twitter and really see, if not just people out there, but our peers can actually see what we believe in and maybe believe in this moment and join our movement. So it was an incredible campaign that they came up with.
I like that jingle. That's a cool jingle.
Yeah.
How old are they?
Well, they're all teenagers, so Mark is like 14, and Gitu and Teak are around 18 and 17. The youth that we work with, they're 11 to 17 years old. But we also have an internship program that's for 18 and 25 years old. The whole idea is, you know, these are young people, passionate and very talented, and they're discovering their talent. But instead of getting the patronizing, you know, oh, go get a job, we want them to really use this as the vehicle to have them not just express themselves, but also learn technical and social skills that are really make them more employable.
So I want to ask, you see them, they want to do all this, and you make it possible for them to do it. How do they change during that process? Do they change during that process?
Oh my goodness, they do. When Mark actually first came, he was hanging out with his, you know, some of them know each other, some of them don't. And he got into trouble with a bunch of other boys. And there was that moment actually where I had to sit him down and say, look, you know what, BAYCAT's free. You get state-of-the-art equipment. You could come here and this is your studio. We are not a school. You have to make a decision. Do you really want to stay here or not? Because what you just did, that's not a professional studio youth media producer. You're not representing that. So if you want to stay here and take advantage of these benefits, it's time for you to make a decision.
Did he get it? Was that his moment?
He got it. You know, that was one of his moments. He did talk about that in this video. I think then he stayed, he tried, he was really being honest. He told us when he had a hard time. He was more expressive. He got to be social with his peers. And then I think it's that collaborative process, you know, just like great jazz musicians. They could be great soloists and he could find his voice, but every single kid that comes through BAYCAT learns to work with other people. And I do think there's a transformative process where instead of being with other people means you get in trouble with your gang, it means you're creating beats and rhymes that are going to end up on ringtones and going to be broadcasted and hopefully to thousands and thousands of people online.
Well, not a lot of people can say that they
Yes.
came up with a ringtone or
Totally.
or a jingle or something like that.
Yeah.
How did you come up with the idea for BAYCAT? Because that's your baby, that's you.
It is my baby. I'm actually one of these kids who grew up in the hood. I was raised by a single immigrant mom. And you know, growing up, the media, I never saw myself in the media. I never saw myself reflected in the media. And I do think the media tends to stereotype so many of our young people, and especially even today, it continues to perpetuate that. But now that technology has become that much more accessible, and they have the tools and the power to ultimately tell their own stories. At the end of the day, it's my mom who influenced me, and it's her story who helped me to become who I am today. So I'd like to say BAYCAT is a place where every person's story matters.
Wow.
And so as these kids come through, youth, young adults, partners, anybody who comes through, their story matters. So we take these kids and we say, tell us who you are, tell us your voice, and then ultimately, we say also, don't give up.
Good. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
BAYCAT,
you.
for more information on how you can help BAYCAT reach their My Movement goals, log on to www.baycat.org. That's it for this week's edition of BaySunday. I'm your host, Tracy Humphrey. Happy holidays.
CBS